Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me. My name is Grace Marie Horan. This is Medicare on Mondays, and the topic this morning is going to be Medicare's annual open enrollment period. My guest today is Bob Schnabel. He's one of the brokers at my agency. Good morning, Bob. Thank you for joining me.
You're welcome. Good morning, everyone.
Bob, why don't you explain to everybody what is Medicare's annual enrollment period?
Medicare's annual enrollment period happens every year at the same time. It's October 15th through December 7th for plans to take effect January 1st of the following year. It involves people in regular Medicare, Medicare with a supplement and a drug plan, or a Medicare Advantage plan. This is the time to look at what's happening and potentially make a change for the upcoming January 1st start date.
So the annual enrollment period is for people to change their Advantage plan, their Part C, or their prescription drug plan. So this is your opportunity to do the changes for those two plans. Bob, why don't you explain what they need to do if they need to change or look at their prescription drug plan?
Okay, for anybody that's involved in Medicare, your prescription drug list is listed on Medicare.gov. You can go there to update anything you would need, although it is automatically updated when you fill a new prescription. Or you can contact us and provide to us the list of your prescription medication, and we look up all the different options, particularly to see if the drugs that you are taking are in a plan's formulary. That's their list of drugs. You would not want to have a plan, obviously, if you could avoid it, if a plan did not have your drug in their formulary.
You also want to make sure in the mail the letters will come about your EOB or your summary of benefits for the plan for next year. So you need to look for that and see what are my benefits going to be for next year. So you want to see when you look at the benefits, what are the costs? Do I want to stay in the plan? And is this the plan I would stay in? If you're in a drug plan, you're going to be looking at, are my drugs in formulary? They're going to send you a letter for that too. Is the plan in the area? And what is the cost of my plan? A lot of plans are going up, so you definitely need to do an analysis of your drug plan and your Advantage plan every year. Bob, if you want to stay in your plan, what should you do next year?
Well, if you want to stay in the plan, you don't have to do anything, but you should make sure you read the summary of benefits to make sure it's appropriate to stay in the plan. And if you want to change the plan, there are many options that we could help you figure it out by giving us a list of your doctors and your medications, and we can find out what your options are to help you understand your choices.
So if somebody joins an Advantage plan, sometimes they're concerned, I won't be able to get out. I can only get out once during the year. But people are unaware. There's different times when you can change the plan. And that's what we know, the different times to change, and we can help guide you. So you have the annual enrollment period for Medicare, which is October 15th to December 7th for a January 1st start date. And then there's another period, OEP, which is January 1st to March 31st, which is an April 1st start date. And there is SEPs, when I can leave the service area is one of the SEPs. FEMA's an SEP, state pharmaceutical assistance. There's about 15 to 20 SEPs. We know those. That's why we can help you if I need to change the plan. So don't be concerned. There's different times when you can leave the service area. Now, when you're doing the open enrollment, you can change more than once if you need to change, and the final change will be at the end. OEP, I can only change once. I can change from my Advantage plan and go into a different Advantage plan, or go back to original Medicare and join a drug plan. And when we have a special enrollment, we can only do that once during the year. During the annual enrollment period, can you change your plan more than once, Bob?
Yes, you can. During that 7-week window, you can change more than once. The last plan that you select will be the one that's in effect. But I believe that if you're changing plans multiple times during annual enrollment, you may need some assistance we could certainly provide to you to make sure you're making the right decision.
And we just want everybody to know when we help you and guide you, we're looking at many different things and many different options that you may be unaware of to look at. And there's never a fee for our services. When we put you in, we are paid commissions by the company. So you always want to have somebody who guides you who does more than one option. We say we have an unbiased opinion when we're helping you pick a plan. So please reach out and contact us, and we'll assist you during the annual enrollment period or even during the year. First, I want to thank everybody for joining us this morning. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. The information is at the end of the podcast. You can go to the website, email us, call us. And thanks again for joining us. Please join me for the next Medicare on Mondays, which will be on December 15th, and that will be Open Enrollment is Over. What do I do next? Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful morning.